Welcome to Campus Conversations, brought to you by UCL Student Success Team, your go-to podcast for all things student life at University College London. We're back for Season 2, and today we'll be talking about relationships, friendships, and modern connections. I'm Amman, I'm a fourth-year medic.
I'm Maja, I'm a first-year comparative lit and Russian student.
I'm Elif, I'm a first-year physics student.
So yeah, as I said, we're talking about relationships, friendships, and modern connections today. So on our table, we've got a bunch of news articles and some questions to go with them. You ready?
Yep.
Let's see what's up first. So, a very topical one here. According to The Guardian, there's a growing number of people forming emotional and romantic bonds with AI chatbots like Replica. One woman says that their bond deepened over time thanks to the AI's memory and personalized responses, so much so that she designed a tattoo to symbolize their connection. So our question, how do you feel about romantic relationships with AI? Should this form of partnering be seen as a harmless and positive alternative to real-life dating, or as a dangerous and empty form of companionship? It's a very big jump in that question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice way to start the podcast. I feel like there's nothing normal about that. I feel like it's going to get really dangerous. I mean, like, as students, we use AI in like an academic way, but I feel like beyond that, like a romantic relationship is just taking it too far. It's not realistic.
So I don't trust AI for academics either.
Really?
I take a hard stance on that.
Wow.
I just don't
You actually
have
learn.
faith in it. I truly don't have faith. Even like the Google AI summary, I don't know, but I don't like looking at that. It upsets me. Yeah. What do you think about?
I was just going to say, I think it's sort of, it's a bit of a dangerous line to cross, when you can't tell the difference between reality and like what's not real. It's a bit, dangerous for a person to do, I guess.
It's a worrying symptom of like a wider issue and the fact that people need to seek out this relationship with an AI, because it's not just her fault. It's the world around her that's not giving her what she needs, I guess. Do you agree that it's an empty form of companionship?
Yes.
Do you think?
I think so. And it also speaks volumes about the person participating in it, because for you to have no other options than AI, I mean, the AI is what you design it to be, and for your standards to be that high that no person can attain to them, but the AI, that kind of, speaks about you more.
I feel like maybe playing devil's advocate here, but I feel like it's not entirely empty if the person has a connection, some sort of feelings. If they, I don't agree with what I'm saying. I'm playing devil's advocate, but like, I guess empty is probably like it's slightly further on the spectrum of like there's something there.
It's really one-sided. And it becomes like really dystopian if you think about it. It's like something that you would read about in a fiction book. I feel like it's not empty in the sense that, yes, the person feels something, but it is empty in the sense that the other side is actually empty. Like there's a robot, like there's actually a line of codes behind that side.
What would you do if one of your friends was dating an AI bot?
Therapy? I would call her student advisor. Any suggestions for this person? No, I would probably like sit them down, jokes aside, and be like, "Are you okay? We can talk about it. You don't need someone to feel happy." I feel like that's something that we should understand as a society. Like you don't need someone to feel happy about your life, and if you are successful, but like if you have good relationships with your family, or like if you have the relationships that you want with your families and friends, I feel like that should be enough. You shouldn't like find a way with AI to feel good about your romantic relationship status.
Bigger than that, I think people need to realize they have a relationship with themselves, and people are too scared of doing things alone. I love a good solo date. I love just going out and doing something alone, because at the end of the day, it's you and you. Like you need that relationship before you have anything else. I think that this fear of doing things alone and being alone is why so many people go to AI and go to non-human forms of interaction. Yeah. What would you do with a friend?
I would probably set some sort of screen time on their devices. 'Cause surely if you've got enough time to be talking to an online bot for so many hours, you have just as many hours to, socialise in real life. I just don't think it's healthy at all.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on AI?
No, I feel like AI should stay as like a useful resource instead of a companion.
I think that we should move on to
That was
that wasn't good.
That was okay.
According to new research by Aldermore Bank, around 33% of UK university students say that they feel very lonely, with a significant number admitting they often spend whole days without meaningful in-person interaction. While many students find friends by living in halls or by joining clubs or societies, a survey by 1K found that nearly 1 in 6 students don't have a true friend at university. That's very heavy, very deep. So the question, how easy or difficult have you found making friends at university? What are the challenges and how would you recommend making connections? It's a very good one for you two as first years because you've had like a whole term at this point. So what's your thought?
As one does, I joined some of the group chats on Instagram and I had like an initial friend group from that. I feel like, is it the best way? No, but it's a way to get into like friendships in university. And then as you go out more, you'll meet more people. And when the lecture started, I feel like everyone in my course, we just like trauma bonded. We just trauma bonded all at once and we're like, what did you get for this question? So I feel like if your course is like friendly enough, because I heard like some courses no one knows each other's names, like no one ever see the whole like group together. So I feel like if you have a nice friendly environment in your like department, it's really easy to just like find people who are like you and with the same interests. Obviously, if you're in the same department, you have the same interests to an extent. Then you can just build up from that. But making a friend and making a true friend is like really two different concepts, I feel like.
How's your experience been?
I'm just going to say, like, I think it's only as easy as you make it yourself. No one's going to come flocking to you. You have to put yourself out there and speak to people. It's not just going to happen if you don't put any effort into it. And I feel like when it comes to it, a lot of people just like turn up and they're like, oh, I'm going to have a lot of friends, but they don't, try and reach out first. So, yeah.
I think it's really funny you say that because that's kind of how I got my friend group. I was standing outside a lecture in first year and someone walked up to me and she thought that I looked sad. So she walked up to me and she started talking to me. So I sat with her for the rest of the lectures.
Oh, yeah.
And then she started gathering other people. So I did nothing and I got the friend group I'm still with 4 years later. I'm not saying that everyone at home should rely on that when they come to university, but you can look out sometimes if you look sad enough. I wasn't sad for the record. I don't think I was sad. I think she just misunderstood what I was going through. But yeah, I do agree that it's very much you have to put the effort in and just push yourself. I think everyone needs to have a little bit of extrovert energy at the start of university. Don't keep it going because it's going to burn you out. But like at the start, just like pretend to care about every single person you see. Do either of you think you've met true friends or made true friends at this point?
Right. Well, my definition of a true friend is all of my friends that I grew up with I've known since preschool because everything was like so close together in my town that I've known everyone since we were literally in diapers. So I feel like it will take me like a year or two to consider someone a real friend purely because of, how long I've known everyone else in my life for. But yeah.
I mean, it does make it tricky then. Like it's a very hard comparison between I've known them for one. They know everything about me. They've been through everything with me. But then how connected are you still with those home friends? How often do you like interact with them, talk to them?
Oh, every day. I talk to them every day and like I FaceTime everyone every day. So it's kind of like a bond you won't lose, I suppose. I mean, a lot of people do end up losing their friends from home when they move away. But I think it just comes down to the type of people you are. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's been such a short time. But it does actually feel like I've known them for a lifetime, which is not bad, I feel like. But I feel like it's too early to decide on anything. I made really good friends. I know they're really good friends. But true friendship is like something so sentimental. And you need to spend more time, go through some milestones together.
I think milestone is like when you go through exam season and you're like all struggling together. That's the true union. Like second year exam season, especially for medicine, is one of the hardest points of the whole 6 years. Like it's there's a big dropout rate, there's a big retaking rate because of second year exams. They're just tricky. And I look back at that exam period and I loved it so much because I was with my friends in the library 9 to 9 every single day for like a good month. And it's just such a magical like thing to go through together. Like it has like all the bonding that you had with your home friends. But, like it's such a condensed thing, and you won't ever get that experience in any other context in life. Because when else are you doing something so like intense, so emotionally like charged like that for such a condensed period? How big are your guys' courses, and how like are all your modules with everyone in your course? Like yours especially.
Russian is quite small. I think maybe 40 to 60 people taking Russian ab initio. So it's quite small, but there's a group chat with every single person taking Russian in it because the teachers made us make it. So that's quite nice because we all get set the same homework. And then the classes are about 7 to 8 people each, but they're like mixed up every single day. So you get to speak to everyone. And then comparative literature is actually quite big. So I haven't like had a chance to speak to everyone on the course, but the seminars are about 20 people each. So it's like you do get a chance to speak to the majority of people.
It's quite nice that you got like both worlds.
Yeah.
Like, that quite like close-knit. It's like your home friends versus your uni friends again, but you have the whole close-knit and the bigger expansive thing.
And like I'll see like the comp lit people 4 times a week during like lectures and seminars, and then I'll see the Russian people about 7 times a week because I have 2 lessons on Friday, 2 lessons on Thursday, and then 1 on every other day. So it's quite a lot.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, we are like 350 people. But the good part is we are all in the same lectures because all of our modules are compulsory in year 1. So we look like a bunch of sheeps just migrating from one building to another building. It's so funny. We just block the whole road. We have like multiple group chats. We have like one general physics group chat, one women in STEM group chat, and then we have like smaller group chats that you have with like different people. And I feel like it's such a nice way to communicate with everyone because in those group chats, it's not always like really academic. Like if someone is going somewhere, they're like, oh guys, I'm going to this X place. If someone wants to join, like join. And then we just like show up.
Really? Like are there consistently people are doing that?
I mean, there's that happens more in the women in STEM group chat than physics group chat. But for the physics society, even though it's like physics society, people just from physics show up, even though they're not part of society. So we do also discuss that. I don't know about your department. My department has a lot of socials. There is one going on right now. It's like free pizza, free drinks, free cookies, board games. And there's a talk going on the side. So that happens like every other week. So like we actually get to just like have free food and friends. And even if you don't have friends, you can just show up to the social and make friends.
Should we run over to our campus confession to see on the topic of love? So here's a quote. This is not from me. I've made quite a few friends during my time at university, but I'm experiencing a bit of a culture clash. Most of my friends are international students and seem really wealthy. It's great because I get to meet people from all around the world, but truthfully, I can't afford to eat and shop at the places they do, so I always make an excuse not to hang out. They don't make me feel away, but I can't help feeling bad about it. That could have been from me, actually. I see what they mean. Yeah. You're nodding very passionately.
No, I just saw a lot of different people in UCL. Even when you walk around campus, it's like really obvious who is really wealthy and who's not really wealthy. But I feel like that shouldn't set like a brick wall between a friendship. Because like I think it mentions that they don't feel the person left out.
Yeah, they don't. The friends aren't making them feel left out, but they do feel something that's bad about it.
So I feel like it's great on the friends' part that they don't make like the person feel left out. But obviously it's going to happen. And university is such a diverse place though. Like it's like people from everywhere, anywhere. And especially with international students, considering the international fees, it kind of makes sense.
I'm fortunate enough to, 1, have a rich friend, and 2, have a good rich friend where she's never made me feel like anything like this, thankfully. Yeah. I think it's very much, again, like a choice of who are you choosing to be friends with. Because sometimes you can't go but again, with this person, they have chosen right. You can't help the feeling sometimes because...
I can't really comment. I don't have crazy rich friends. I think we're all like... Don't say that. We're all like on the same level. Like we cannot afford lunch altogether, so we just sit in the common room and wait for lunch to pass. So
you should have to do that. Yeah, what do you think, Maya?
I just think you shouldn't live beyond your means to try and impress someone. There's no reason to do that, and I feel like you should just be authentic to yourself. If you can't afford the things that you see everyone else affording, that's how it is. You shouldn't try and figure out and like, oh, I'm gonna like not eat for a week and like go out and do this. You shouldn't do that. So yeah. Yeah,
I think you just have to own like who you are and be proud of that. I had one friend I hope she's not going to listen to this, but I remember she went out with people once to a restaurant, but she didn't want to pay for the food, so she brought Tesco meal deal with her and ate it in there. I think it's so good that she was like able to empower herself and do that, because a lot of people would just be like, oh, I guess I'll pay for it, I guess I'll like bite the cost, but like being willing to accept that you are different and just owning that, it's a hard thing to do for sure, but it's a good thing to do, I think. But yeah, what do we say to this person? What's our
Don't change who you are. But I mean, don't scrap your friends as well. Like, keep them, because I don't think they're bad people. It sounds like you guys get along well, but you can also look for people who you can hang out with that is like around the same like budget with you.
Yeah, I think it is nice. Like, it is good to surround yourself with new and different people, but sometimes you need to just look at someone and see a similarity that you don't get otherwise. Like, in second year, I like got really into our widening participation scheme in medicine. I saw a group of people who I was like, wow, you are like me, and it's like you need that connection. Sometimes you need that sense of like familiarity. So still be their friend, but try and seek out other places where you can find the connection and find something that grounds you a bit. Yeah.
I mean, they mentioned they were good friends, so I feel like, you know, if they're making these plans that are out of your budget, I mean, you can step up and suggest some different plans. Maybe, oh, we can go hang out, we can have a picnic, we can all bring like some fruits and stuff. Nothing has to be expensive for it to be fun.
Thanks for tuning in to Campus Conversations. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did chatting. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe on our various podcast streaming platforms. Link in the bio. We'll be back again with more stories, ideas and debates from across UCL, exploring the people and perspectives shaping our university and the world. Until next time on Campus Conversations.